let's talk clients, shall we? A lot of the time people say to me, Jenny, how do I get clients? I need to get clients. How do I find clients? Well, it's more than just a case of finding clients. It's about understanding who they are, and where they are on your client mounting block. So let me talk to you about my client mounting block and how to move somebody from the ground to the top in super fast time. So let's talk about the client mounting block. Now there are 4 stages really to the client mounting block. The first stage is where people are on the ground. You know, they've not even made an attempt to move up to the first step. So on the ground, those people, they don't know who you are. They're people who have no idea about you or your business or how you can help them solve their problems. So where are those people that are on the ground? Well, they're certainly not following you on your Facebook pages. They're not following you on Instagram. They're not following you anywhere. They possibly could have seen an advert about your business, but they don't really know who you are. So you need a strategy for people on the ground. Now this is the hardest part, is taking somebody that doesn't know you up those steps. So if you've already got somebody on the step, it's much easier to market to them to make more money quickly. Like if you need to get some cash injections into your business fast, you need to be directing your attention to the people who are on step 2 and step 3 of the client mounting block. That's my bonus tip for you. You really need to think about that strategy. So if we start on the ground, where are those people? They could be in Facebook groups. They could be on Instagram. They could be on YouTube. They could be searching Google. So how are you going to attract those? So strategies for attracting people who are on the ground and haven't got onto your mounting block yet could be producing content such as blogs. It could be producing video content for YouTube. It could be producing content and then putting hashtags on it, on the hopes that you'll find people on the hashtags that they follow. It could be getting a collaborator who's already got people who are your ideal clients to work with you, or to somehow reach out to them and get in front of their audiences too. So those sorts of strategies are for those people who are cold, who are on the ground, who don't know about you. So a lot of the time people get muddled up because they think that what they need to put on their social media is stuff for those people, stuff for those cold people, people who are on the ground, and that's not actually true. The people who follow you on social media aren't on the ground, they're on step 1. They're on step 1. So how do you move somebody that's on the ground onto step 1? So this is where you think about the call to action. So those calls to actions for people who don't know you could be find me on Facebook, could be find me on Instagram, could be follow me, could be like this post, could be sign up to my email list. And once they've taken that action, they've then positioned themselves on to step 1. So how do we then market and promote our businesses to people who are on step 1? So if somebody is on step 1 of your client mounting block, they're warmer. They know who you are. They're starting to be interested in what you do. And this is where we need to start to get the movement as quickly as possible. So this is why I say at this stage, it's when you really want to get them onto your email list. So a lot of what you put out there should be pushing people towards getting on your email list, where you can nurture them much quicker than on Facebook or Instagram or anywhere else. Because on those platforms, you're subject to the algorithm, so you don't have the control of how you get in front of them. Whereas on an email list, you have a bit more control. So if you can, make sure that you are constantly putting the call to action to move them onto your subscriber list, thinking what to offer. So once they're on that subscriber list, whether they're subscribing to your emails, whether they're on Facebook, whether they're on Instagram, the call to actions should also be about buying the first offer, buying the first product. What is What is your first product? What is the first offer? What is the introductory one? That's just going to give people a taster of how good you are and what you do, and help you to start making some money fast. So step one, people, who are they? They're people on your Facebook page, they're people on your Instagram, they're people on your email list, they're people who know you already. So they're easier to move up the block than the people on the ground, because they kind of already have a gist of who you are and what you do. So all your content that you put out there should be thinking, okay, they know me, what's the next step? What's the next step? It could be, when you're ready, here's how you can work with me. When you're ready, book in a lesson. And think about that first offering, because sometimes these people may be ready for your all singing, all dancing service, but actually maybe they just want a taster or an intro. So perhaps you could test that and see what works best for people on step one. And also, we want to then take them from that step one, where they know about you, where they're warmer, they're understanding who you are, and get them to buy, which is then going to put them on step two. So once they've become a paying customer or client, they are on step two. Step two, these customers and clients are what a lot of the marketing people would term hot clients. These are people who have bought from you. They've already got that know, like and trust, because that's why you've got their money. So actually, this is where you do need to really focus some attention. A lot of the time, a problem that I see from equestrian business owners and from a lot of the business owners that I'm working with is that they're always looking for new clients. They're always working on the people on the ground, and they're not working on the people who are already on the steps. And it's much easier to get more money into your business fast if you're thinking about the people you've already got on that step, and how you can move them from step two, where they're a hot client, to step three, where they are a red hot client. So on step two, where are these people? They must be in your email list. This is where like your email list becomes real gold. So if you can segment your email list, which is possible, you can segment from people who haven't bought from you and people who have bought from you. Because then when you're putting out your offers, you can do some special offers for the people who have already bought from you, because they're more likely to buy from you again. So thinking about how you can get more bookings from those people, how you can email them out, how you can tell them that you've got an availability this week, or you've got an availability next week, or even if you're fully booked, let them know that they need to book in. So have an email list. Like, I cannot stress how much an email list will really help you here. Because again, as I said with step one, Facebook and Instagram are great, but you've got no control over who sees them, and you've got no control over whether your clients are actually on Facebook that day, or if they're taking a break from Facebook because they're finding social media is a bit overwhelming, which we all do at times. The reason email is so powerful is everybody still checks their email, and they flick through and yes, they might delete it, but actually you are going to get more eyeballs on what you're offering if you use your email list here for the people that are on step two. So how do we move somebody from step two up to step three, which is where they become red hot? So this is where they've bought more than once. They will probably buy your premium offers. So you can be putting out that sort of content to people on step two to get them to move to step three. Think about upsells, think about downsells. How can you follow up more? How can you add complementary offers? How can you think, okay, they're interested in this, perhaps they'll be interested in this other thing that I've got coming up, and then put out your offers to those people. You will find you will get more bookings quicker and fill up your spaces with less effort, which is what we all want in business, right? So you've moved somebody from the ground to step one, to step two, and now we're on step three. So step three, these are your super duper hot clients. These are the people who have bought from you multiple times. And so it's really important at this stage, again, to nurture them, to keep them on that step. We don't want them to topple over the edge and go off somewhere else. So these are the people that hopefully will be loyal, repeat clients. So focus on your strategy to, again, keep the upsells, the downsells, the special offers. Make sure that they feel like they are a VIP to you, because these people are the ones that are going to help to stabilize your business income. And yet don't be focusing too much of your efforts on everybody on the ground if you've got people on step 3 that you're letting fall off the wagon, that you're letting them not mount and move on forwards. So think about how you can progress. Think about what comes next for these clients. Think about your retention strategies. Think about perhaps popping tiny little gifts in a post or a postcard or something that keeps top of mind with these most important clients. And again, you can segment people so that you know who fits in these brackets, and it's really easy to do that with an email list or a CRM. A bonus tip for you on this is to make it automated. You can set up a list of workflows of what you want to happen at each stage, and using a CRM system or an email system, you can get it to flag you, to remind you. You could possibly even put it in your calendar when you need to follow up with these people to make sure that you really do help people move up the client mounting block with you and stay with you. It is so important. This is how we create stable businesses. So if you enjoyed this and you got value from this today, be sure to hit subscribe so you don't miss when the next episode comes, because I drop new episodes every single Wednesday. I've got more tips on how to make your business stable coming really soon. A great place you can connect with me is in my Facebook group, the Equestrian Business Support Network. And also you can connect with thousands of other equine business owners who will help you on this journey. But if you're really serious about building a successful, stable business, head to jennybush.com and sign up for my free training. But for now, kick on. See you soon.